Okay. So, Trump and his band of fucking cronies are trying to do one of the most American things that they can, a regime change in a foreign nation. Now, this is not a new thing that America like is doing. This happens almost every presidency. But the way they're going about it is very brazen, and it's worth taking a look at it. So I've pulled up a few articles, and so Trump has now authorized 5 attacks on Venezuelan fishing boats. That's what they are. They're not luxury boats. They're fishing boats. They're people. It from the looks of it, it looks like people just trying to make a living fishing. And he has bombed and filmed and released the footage of all, what is it, 5 boats? All 5 boats. And like they've even released, you can see, if you go on New York Post, their YouTube, they new video shows US blowing up another Venezuelan drug boat and they killing 6. So that brings the amount of people dead from this way of attack on Venezuelan civilians, by the most likely part, are is 27. So 27 people have died, have been shot in international waters and bombed. And these are international crimes, but nobody's going to punish him because nobody's punishing him for anything. So his justification for these attacks have been, oh well, they're narco terrorists, which is not a thing. That's not a definable term. I don't. Well, that's not a thing. Kyle Klinsky has been talking about it a lot, and he's been talking about this issue a lot, and he has been talking about how they're trying to marry the war on terror with the war on drugs, and use it as a false flag to invade this country, attempt a regime change because of, well, why else? Because every single fucking war that America has partaken in the past, like what, like 25 years, has been all about oil. Like it's always about oil, is it not? And so Trump is trying to use this like false flag of them bringing drugs into the country and killing them just because. And so President Donald Trump announced that the United States has carried out another airstrike on a vessel of Venezuelan coast, once again accusing the boat of transporting drugs. In a social media post, can we bring back some like modicum of like professionalism with like officials? Like, you have a letterhead, you could use it. You're talking about an attack on a foreign nation, like that. 6 people died, and he just like True Socials about it. That's fucking. Have you ever been on True Social, by the way? It's an ad factory. It's like pop up, pop up, pop up. My pillow, my pillow. Like it's fucking stupid. Once again, accusing the boat of transporting drugs. In a social media post on Tuesday, Trump said 6 people were killed in the latest bombing. So, part of the way that they're going about this is that you have no idea who's on the boat. They like if you just see a boat and you bomb it, like it could be a fishing boat. It could be drugs in this tiny little boat that doesn't have enough drugs to. Anyways, it you have no idea. It could literally like if you say it's narco terrorists, okay, well I say it's aid. Like it's angels. There's angels on the boat, and you killed the angel. Like what? Like what are we doing? You're just making shit up. Like you're just making shit up. There's no evidence, and you're killing people for no reason. And this is not getting the level of attention that it should get. If you go look on MSNBC, they're not talking about this. This is insane. 27 civilians have died for no reason. All because he wants to make money off of the substance that is ruining the earth. Like, he wants to bring back all these fossil fuels and all this bullshit that's gonna like fucking ruin the earth. Meanwhile, the motherfucker's 185. He's not gonna fucking survive long enough to even see the product of all of this fucking terrible shit that he wants. It's fucking insane. The strike was conducted in international waters, and 6 male narco terrorists aboard the vessel were killed in the strike. No U.S. forces were harmed. Oh my god. So, since this has been going on, the Trump regime has they've stationed warboats down near Venezuela off the coast of Puerto Rico. The Venezuelan government came out and said they stopped an attack on the American embassy that they believe was a false flag attack that was like designed so the USA had a reason to invade, and it's just one of the most clear and evident attempts at a regime change that I've ever seen in my lifetime, except for what's his name? Fucking war criminal. Not Obama. Bush. Yes, Bush. And I was pretty young at that point. The latest attack is believed to be the 5th such U.S. bombing in the Caribbean Sea. Experts and rights groups have described the U.S. strikes as a clear violation of international law, since drug traffickers do not qualify as armed combatants. That's another thing. Drug dealers are supposed to get due process, be tried for their crimes. I don't remember. Forgive me if I'm wrong. We don't have capital punishment in Canada, but I did not think that dealing drugs or smuggling drugs was an offense punishable by death without any due process. Like there's no court, jury, like there's nothing. Like you just bomb them. Just bomb them. It's okay. It doesn't matter. They're brown. It doesn't matter. Like what are you fucking talking about? Like despite their dubious legality, the strikes have become commonplace over the last month and a half. So this has been going on for a month and a half. And if you haven't heard people talking about it in the corporate mainstream bullshit news, that's an issue. They should be talking about this. This should be a fucking like this motherfucker commits 75 impeachable acts per week, and we just are like, okay, gotta keep on going. Like, what is going on? What? The first such attack took place on September 2nd, killing 11 people. 2 further attacks took place on September 15th and September 19th, with 3 people killed in each case. Then a 4th strike came on October 3rd, with U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Kegsbreth claiming 4 fatalities aboard that boat. Tuesday's attack brings the known death toll to 27. Jesus fucking Christ. In each case, Trump and his officials have claimed that the airstrikes were necessary to prevent narco terrorists. Notice how it's in quotations because that's not a thing. That's not from reaching the U.S. with their deadly cargo. Though it is unclear who was on board those small vessels, what they were carrying, and where their destination was. Like they don't even know that they were, even if they did have drugs on them, which I highly doubt that they do or did. You don't even know that they're going to America. It could be going literally anywhere. Like, okay. Suspected drug trafficking vessels are often interdicted by U.S. forces at sea as part of the government's efforts to halt the transportation of drugs into the country. But critics say the lethal attacks reflect Trump's push for executive power with few limits, both at home and abroad. And in August, news reports emerged that Trump had secretly signed a separate order authorizing military strikes against drug trafficking networks, which is crazy. the drug trafficking networks. We gotta pull out the missiles, the bombs. What? What? Oh my God. Since February, the Trump administration has sought to label a wide variety of criminal and narcotics groups as foreign terrorist organizations, a move rights groups say could pave the way for U.S. military operations abroad. So they're basically just setting it up so they have the right to invade any country they want for whatever reason, because they're a foreign terrorist organization. They bring drugs in, they bring 40 pounds of fentanyl into the country by annually. 40 pounds. Just a suitcase of fentanyl is how much Canada is is technically bringing in over the border. 40 pounds, a single suitcase. Not enough to like kill like it and most of it is coming back over the border. Where the fuck do you think we're getting it, motherfucker? Like, the attacks have also taken place amid a buildup of U.S. forces in the Caribbean, including at bases in Puerto Rico. The increase in fighter jets and other military equipment in the region has prompted questions about possible attacks on Venezuela. So I was talking about how the boats have been stationed by Venezuela. Trump has long had an adversarial relationship with Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, and on Tuesday he repeated past accusations that Venezuela was responsible for an invasion of foreign gangs into the U.S. Bitch, you are the gang. Your fucking whole administration is a fucking gang of fucking crony con men. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, we get drugs and all that, but we get something in a way worse. What? This motherfucker is never coherent. Like, never. He is so fucking demented. Like, it's not. What they do very well is send their criminals and. Oh my god. Oh my god. They send Trend Laragua. What is. Uh, like, is that like the new thing? Like, everybody transgender, everybody Trend Like, my god. No, go lay down, please. A U.S. intelligence report declassified in May found no evidence that Maduro has directed the Trend gang or its movements in the U.S. because that's bullshit. Like, it's just make believe. Okay, next. Trump administration authorizes covert CIA action in Venezuela. This is fucked up. Like, this is just like we're just gonna swing our dick and put it on the fucking table. Like, what the fuck? The development comes as the U.S. military is drawing up options for President Trump to consider, including possible strikes inside the country. That's fucked up. What the fuck are you talking about? Go lay down, Mama. President Trump said he had authorized covert CIA action in Venezuela and was considering ground strikes. Venezuela's foreign minister called the American actions a policy of aggression. Well, duh. The Trump administration has secretly authorized the CIA to conduct covert. If it's secret, how are we reading about it on the fucking New York Times? Probably because motherfucking demented Don fucking let it slip, because he lets everything fucking slip. He can't fucking keep a fucking secret to save his fucking life. Like, the authorization is the latest step in the Trump administration's intensifying pressure campaign against Venezuela. For weeks, the U.S. military has been targeting boats off the Venezuelan coast, saying that it says are transporting drugs, killing 27 people. American officials have been clear privately that the end goal is to drive Mr. Maduro from power. Duh. Because he's not a simp for imperial drones. He's not listen, I'm not a fan of Nicolas Maduro, but I'm not gonna like act like they don't have the same goals in mind, just in different ways. Like, he's Mr. Trump acknowledged on Wednesday that he had authorized the covert action and said the United States was considering strikes on Venezuelan territory. We are certainly looking at land now because we've got the sea very well under control, the president told reporters hours after. Rep- my God. Like, the, my God. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Just stop talking. Like, you shoot yourself in the foot every day because your fucking megalomaniac ass cannot help but be in front of the fucking cameras. Like, oh my God. He's. I don't know what's gonna like end this regime. His dementia or his narcissism. Because the two playing off the other are like, oh, it's two sides of Psycho Street. Like, the new authority would allow the CIA to carry out lethal operations in Venezuela and conduct a range of operations in the Caribbean. The agency would be able to take covert action against Mr. Maduro and his government, either unilaterally or in conjunction with a larger military operation. It is not known whether the CIA is planning any specific operations in Venezuela. There are currently 10,000 U.S. troops there in the region, most of them at bases in Puerto Rico, but also a contingent of Marines on amphibious assault ships. In all, the Navy has 8 surface warships and a submarine in the Caribbean. Jesus fuck. Mr. Trump ordered an end to diplomatic talks with Mr. Maduro government this month. As he grew frustrated with the Venezuelan leader's failure to accede to U.S. demands to give up power voluntarily, and continued insistence by officials that they had no part in drug trafficking. So, I this might be hard for like Americans and like even some Canadians to understand, but you do not have the right to go to a different sovereign nation and fuck up their government because you don't like the way it works. That's not how the world and society work. That's how America works. That is called being an international fucking bully that just makes like you are just the biggest. That isn't, it's not an appropriate thing for a nation to do. But America gets away with it because they are the biggest bully in the world. They took the game from England and ran with it. Like, damn. So, oh my God. The CIA has long had authority to work with governments in Latin America on security matters and intelligence sharing. That has allowed the agency to work with Mexican officials to target drug cartels, but those authorizations do not allow the agency to carry out direct lethal operations. But he has 5 times. The Trump administration strategy on Venezuela, developed by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, a Cuban, he's Cuban American, children of immigrants, I believe, absolute cuck to the Trump administration, just a piece of shit little bitch, with the help of John Ratcliffe. That's like an old evil name. Like, oh, maybe that's just the bad guy from. Never mind. The still, the CIA director aims to oust Mr. Maduro from power. Mr. Ratcliffe has said little about what his agency is doing in Venezuela, but he has promised that the CIA, under his leadership, would become more aggressive. During his confirmation hearing, Mr. Ratcliffe said that he would make the CIA less averse to risk and more willing to conduct covert action when ordered by the president. More willing, more willing, more. Shall we go down the lists of like? This goes back to like the 50s. Like, CIA declined to comment. Wow, shocking. I'm shocked. So, next. Trump says land strikes may be next for Venezuela. Like, what are we like? Where Trump says like these are Trump says international crimes, attacking another sovereign nation for no reason, maybe next for Venezuela. Like, I'm so tired of getting the most baby food reporting. Like, you know what's going on. Politico magazine and most of the mainstream corporate media, you know what's going on. You're not stupid. You had to go get a fancy fucking degree to be a fucking like to be a journalist, and you're here like capitulating to a fucking fascist. That's what you're doing. So I don't understand. One who can't even fucking put on his makeup right. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. $1 billion and he can't afford a makeup artist? Beyond me. Dip your face in fucking queso every day. Like, it's fucking what? Okay, so Trump says land strikes may be next for Venezuela. Okay, all of this is illegal. All of these are international crimes. Like, these are not and he's just talking about them like it's a fucking regular Tuesday. This is not normal. Okay, this is a quote from Trump. Every time you see a boat and you feel badly, you say, "Wow, that's rough." 6 people died. Wow, that's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy. It is rough, but if you lose though, but if you lose 3 people and save 25,000 people, does this motherfucker know the amount of people that die from like cocaine overdoses every year? Because it ain't that much. Like, based on that boat, that's not what the the math there is insane. These are people that are killing our population. Trump said the boats get hit, and you see that. Oh my god! The uh, the the boats get hit, and you see that fentanyl all over the ocean. It's like the float. It's like floating in bags. It's all over the place. We're saving a tremendous amount of lives. Show me the footage. Show me the receipts. What is going on? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, it's confetti. It's confetti of fentanyl packets all over the ocean. Like, no, Mary, that's not happening. And if you're being shown things that you see that's called artificial intelligence. You've been finding it a lot. We're saving a tremendous amount of lives. Motherfucker. You no. No, you're not. Killing people because they maybe hypothetically, theoretically could maybe kill people, or maybe they have drugs, like maybe like ugh. No, motherfucker. That's not saving lives. Just killing people for no reason. That's actually ending lives. And not to mention the fact that you have cut Medicaid, cut the ACA, made fucking living so fucking hard for everybody that you're not you're you're killing people. You're not saving anybody. And who can even fucking afford drugs at this point? Like, what? Sorry, but like, seriously. So this was today. This is like an hour or two ago, I believe. B-52s fly off coast of Venezuela in show of force by Trump. So, like, they are trying every single fucking thing that they can to get Venezuela to attack. So basically, what they want, they're going there and like showing, like, okay, do something. It's like walking up to somebody and like that you're like arguing with and being like, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me, just waiting for them to hit back so you don't get charged with assault. Like that's the energy of what's going on right now, and they would never hit like and all those people are just like little bitches, like fucking. Okay. In less than a week, President Donald Trump has threatened to attack Venezuela using ground troops, confirmed ongoing covert operations inside the country, and ordered bombers capable of dropping nuclear weapons. I, I knew, but like I still didn't like process it. Yeah. But, sorry. To fly in circles off its coast in what appears to be an unprecedented show of force intended to pressure the Venezuelan president to step down. On Thursday, the U.S. launched what appears to be the sixth lethal boat strike against an alleged drug boat in the Caribbean Sea this year. A U.S. official who confirmed the account first reported by Reuters. I don't know how to say that. Reuters said that there were survivors among the crew. The White House has defended the extraordinary military operations as necessary to stem the tide of illicit drugs coming into the U.S. President Trump believes that Nicolas Maduro is an illegitimate president, leading an illegitimate regime. Motherfucker, half your regime are former Fox News employees. What are you talking about? Leading an illegitimate regime that has been trapped in drugs. The White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said Thursday, fucking, I hate that bitch. Experts though say that while Maduro is complicit in the drug trade, many of the drugs coming to the U.S. come via Mexico and sea routes in the Pacific, not in the Caribbean Sea, which is known more for shipping drugs to Europe. When asked Wednesday whether the CIA was given the authority to take out Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, Trump told reporters that was a ridiculous question. Is it? Is it? Is it? You you're flying around like but I think Venezuela is feeling heat, he said, but I think a lot of other countries are feeling heat too. Feeling heat? Motherfucker, the heat, hot, seething rage that builds up in us when we have to fucking deal with you, motherfucker. Like, nobody is. You. Talk. We're not going to let this country, our country, be ruined because who's we? Motherfucker, who is we? Rich white people? You're going to deport all the people that, like, this is what, like, all these rich white people want so badly to have a war against poor people. That's what MEGA and Project 2025 is. It's always an attack on the poor, people of color, immigrants, trans people, whoever the fuck, drag queens. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, it's a new one every single fucking week. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, it's always a war on the poor people. And I don't understand because these people, well, these are the children of Confederate soldiers. This is the reason that you need to punish people when they try to commit an insurrection and start a civil war. Like, you don't like commemorate them and build statues of them. You put those motherfuckers in jail. Like, this is what happens when you don't properly punish the people who started a civil war because they wanted to own other human beings. You fucked up from the start, and this is the result of this. This is this white supremacy patriarchal bullshit that is ruining the country. I mean, America has already been a shit show for a while now. Let's be honest. Our country, motherfucker, be ruined because other people want to drop, as you say, their worst. Trump told a reporter. The Venezuelan Foreign Ministry has denounced Trump's statements and the military buildup in the region, saying the lethal strikes on boats in the Caribbean Sea constitute a policy of aggression, threats, and harassment against Venezuela. Well, I don't know what to tell you exactly, but we're certainly looking at the land. Looking at the land, yeah, land now because we've got the sea very well under control. So he's talking. So what he means there is like we're looking at invading because we already took control of the sea. We're not. Nobody's stopping us. So we're talking. We're thinking about invading, and this motherfucker can't keep his motherfucking mouth shut. So we're reading about it on ABC News. 10,000 troops have been deployed to Latin America. Blah blah blah. On Wednesday, 3 B-52 bombers took off from Barksdale Air Force Base in Louisiana and flew for hours near the coast of Venezuela, according to the flight tracking data, in what appears to be a major show of force by Trump. Oh my God. Like, this fake machismo bullshit, like alpha male fucking... my God. And remember, this is all for the substance that is ruining the earth. Oil. Because Venezuela has a lot of oil reserves. And Nicolas Maduro is not a... Well, while he's not great in my opinion, he is not just a puppet for the West or an imperial fucking bullshit. And you might be saying, "Oh, well, I just heard the opposition leader in Venezuela. She just got the Nobel Peace Prize." And you might be like, "Oh, maybe like that's a good thing." No, it's not a good thing. As soon as she found out, she immediately dedicated the prize to Trump, which is fucking absolutely vile. First of all, he's a wannabe fascist authoritarian dictator. You're the opposition of a dictator. That makes no fucking sense, you stupid cunt. Also, he has killed, at that point, I think it was 21 civilians off the coast of Venezuela. Your constituents that you want to lead, and you're like, oh, I dedicated to him. The Peace Prize? Are you fucking stupid, bitch? Yes, she is, because she wants to basically privatize the oil sector, privatize multiple sectors, sell out Venezuelans to American investors or Western investors. She's just another imperial Western puppet. And she's probably who would be taking over after Trump's proposed step down of Maduro. Since September 2nd, Trump has ordered military strikes on at least 6 boats in the Caribbean Sea that the administration insists without providing any evidence, not a single shred of evidence. All of the evidence that we do have, that we can see with our own very fucking eyes, points us to believe that these were probably just fishing boats. And even the reports of one of the first couple boats, I remember they were told to turn around, and they did. And then they still got hit and bombed, killed. So even when they do exactly what they're being asked of, they still die. They don't, like, there's no winning with the Trump regime, ever. There's no getting by. You are always the target. without providing any evidence, were carrying drugs to the U.S. The use of lethal and military force against drug boats is unprecedented, and raises legal questions. Past administrations have relied on law enforcement to interdict drug shipments because that's the normal fucking way of doing things. Like, who the fuck deserves to be bombed? Like, uh, like, this is insane. This is insane. People should be fucking in the streets revolting. Well, I mean, they should already be in the streets revolting for a multitude of reasons in America. I don't understand how you guys are just sitting back and watching this all go down. I seriously do not. But this is just fucking crazy. Like, this is so brazen and unprecedented that I am shocked every single fucking day at it. Like, I don't fucking understand. And everybody just needs to wake the fuck up, in my opinion. Like, I wake up, because this is fucking crazy. Anyways, like and subscribe, please. Have a good day.